everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Erica and I am here for a post review. Today we are going to review Peggy Collins and Diamond Art Club's stained glass flower. I got this on Amazon. It's kind of a small snack size kit. It's 13 inches by 13 inches. Here's how it turned out. And I want to talk about some things about it. It's kind of funny what happened in this one. But I also wanted to give you an update on a couple other things. As you all know, there's been lots of change in my life. If you watched the videos, I recently relocated from Texas to Montana, where I am now, and I am sitting in the backyard of the rental cabin where we're going to live for a couple years while we are building a home on some land that we've purchased. Very, very early stages of the building process. No ground has been broken. We actually just got one of two needed approvals in order to put in a septic system. Just kind of setting things up here. You can see this tube behind me, which goes to a Starlink, which is working reasonably well. So happy with that. Without that, there's literally no internet. No cell phone, like can't text, can't do anything. Got cell phone boosters that are working reasonably well, but if you have a half-hour conversation, the call's definitely being dropped once. It is not so cold that I need a sweatshirt today, but I am trying to spare you all. The other thing that I just wanted to do a quick public service announcement. If you noticed, I didn't put up a video on Saturday. I was pretty ill. Last Tuesday, I started to get a rash on my neck, which I've got most of it covered up because it's really gross, you all. I will insert a picture of what the rash looked like on Tuesday, which is less gross than it looks like now. But if you are squeamish, I mean, it's just a rash, like it shouldn't be too bad, but if you're really squeamish, don't look at this picture that I'm about to pop on the screen for the next couple seconds. Okay, you're good. But on Tuesday, I'm filming this on Monday, so just about a week ago, I developed what looked like some bug bites on my neck. It was the same day that I'd filmed that clip at our property for you. And after that clip, I'd been out with my husband chopping wood and like just doing very like Montana landish things. And it had been raining, so yeah, there were mosquitoes out, and I had gotten, I wasn't surprised that I had a couple mosquito bites. So I noticed like a couple on my face and then some on my neck. Didn't really think too much of it. I had also woken up the prior Saturday feeling like I slept on my neck wrong, had some neck pain. Also didn't think much of it because we had gone into Missoula to go to a get-together at a winery, had some drinks, and stayed in a hotel in Missoula that night. So, I mean, I thought it was, you know, probably more connected to having a couple drinks of wine than it was to anything else. But then on Tuesday, or on Wednesday, I should say, the rash started getting a little bit worse, and it looked more like a rash than bug bites. And I've never really had a rash except for like poison ivy, but the rash didn't itch. So I started Googling and decided on Wednesday that I probably had gotten shingles, and went to the urgent care on Thursday, and lo and behold, I was correct, and I did have shingles. And so they prescribed me a antiviral medication on Thursday that I started taking. I was pretty much dead on Friday, like did not get out of bed the entire day, and did not get out of bed for a lot of the day. After I got back from the urgent care on Thursday, didn't get out of bed on Friday, maybe got out of bed halfway through Saturday, and then finally like Sunday night, I felt a little bit better. Today, Monday, I feel a little bit better. My husband just asked me if I wanted to go back to our property and do some work, and I said I think I should pass. I'm not sure I'm quite there. You can probably see like there's still like a really bad rash on my face, on the side of my neck, on the front of my neck. It goes down to about here. It's on my shoulder, it's on my back. The doctor told me that usually shingles only affects one nerve, one area, so it's usually like a straight area across on one side of your body, and mine goes a little bit past the halfway point, and he thinks it's more than one area, more than one region. So I said, thank you for telling me how lucky I am. I super appreciate it. But nonetheless, I am happy to be improving. I do have an appointment to get my Montana driver's license tomorrow. So that is going to be an interesting picture. I'm going to wear a hoodie like this, even though it's going to be like 80 some degrees tomorrow, because I am afraid that I will scare everyone at the, I don't even know what it's called here, BMV, DMV, Department of something, wherever you go to get your driver's license. But yeah, it's not something that I want to, I think people would be afraid of it. I mean, I told my husband, I wish it was Halloween right now, because it would be like the best like Two-Face, if you've seen that, the best Two-Face outfit in the world if it was Halloween. But it's not. So, diamond painting review time on this Peggy Collins kit. This is the first Peggy Collins kit I have ever done. And so I found it to be very satisfying. This Peggy Collins is known for, you know, outlining things and then you fill in, right? So there was a lot of outlining in this kit. I have determined that I do enjoy a diagonal line. I loved, there were 53 colors in this kit, and I loved how there wasn't like an overwhelming amount of any particular color. So the way that I did this kit is I started it, it took me a week, 7 days of diamond painting, Monday to Monday, and I didn't work on it while I was deathly ill. Otherwise it probably would have taken me about probably 4 days. There are 4 columns on it, and I could have done 1 column a day. So I love having it out here in the sun because you can see all the ABs in here. I did add some ABs. I'll talk about why that was in a second. But I'm happy with how it came out. There are some things about the artwork that I find odd, like this little area right here, this blue petal. Quite frankly, I don't think makes a lot of sense, but I looked at the original artwork and it's there. So what are you gonna do? There's nothing I can say about that. Thoroughly enjoyed the quality of the drills, the rendering, everything was very clear, of course, since it is a Diamond Art Club kit. And quite frankly, I usually don't even say anything about the clarity because it's never ever been an issue. I enjoyed the variety of the colors. This one's kind of like a rainbow without being one of those rose rainbow kits that we've all seen that kind of, I did one and now I'm done sort of thing. And so I enjoyed the kit immensely. However, I'm going to insert a clip right now that kind of shows the one issue that I had with this kit, which was that I ran out of a color that had a lot missing. So I'm going to insert that clip now so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I filmed that just earlier this morning when I was finishing up this kit. And then I will come back and, sorry, butterfly. There's so many butterflies up here, they distract me. I'll come back and zoom in on the kit in a little more detail. Okay, I'm lazy and I didn't feel like setting up my lighting inside. So I brought this diamond painting outside because I am finishing it up and I should be finished with it. But there is a problem with this diamond painting, and that is no more of the 742. And there is not just a little 742. There is a lot of 742. As you can see, all through here, 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 up in here. It's a lot. I mean, it wasn't like 5 drills short. It's more like 100 drills short. So I know that I could contact Diamond Art Club, even though I bought this kit from Amazon, and have them send me more drills. But let's be honest, I'm in Montana. It's gonna take a while, and I'm impatient. This is a small kit. So I have 3 other yellows that were used in the kit. I have got a little bit of 129, which is an AB, and just kind of a plain yellow. I've got very few of 744, so I'm going to use those, which is really close to the color I'm out of. And then I've got the most of this 743. So the 743 is also very close, and I've got quite a few. So I think between all 3 of these, I'll be able to finish out this kit. I don't know what it's going to look like in the end, but I bet it'll look good. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, just wanted to give that update. We'll come back with the full review when I'm finished. All right, so let's take a closer look at the finished product. And before we do, 2 things real quick. First of all, the little shed that you saw in the background of that shot while I was sitting outside is the hair salon that I was telling you about in the last clip. And I'm dying over, I think it was Crystal's comment about the hair salon shed in the backyard of this rental cabin reminding her of steel magnolias. It 100%, that's 100% accurate. So I just wanted to point out that that's what it was back there. And then second thing is, please talk to your doctor about when you should get a shingle shot. I'm 45 and I planned on getting one, but I believe that they're not recommended until you're 50. And so if you're in your 40s, please talk to your doctor about whether that makes sense for you, because I'm telling you what, I hate shots. I don't get shots very often. I don't get a flu shot, even though I should, but I will be going to get a shingle shot. I believe it's 2 of them as soon as humanly possible, because I do not recommend going through that. It was not fun. All right, let's talk about this kit. And really what I want to talk about are the colors, the color that I ran out of and what I did. So again, here was the color that I ran out of, and as you saw, there was quite a bit. So I filled it in with this, and this. So I had quite a bit of this kind of like orange color left that I used, and then I also used up completely both of these drills, the 743 and 744, so it was very close to the color, the 742 that I had run out of. And then I also used some extra ABs, the 129, and I had a few more of those left, as you can see. So I think you would never, Peggy Collins might be able to tell, but I cannot tell. It was all kind of up in this quadrant here. So like these ABs I put in, these are extra, and then I just filled in, I can't even tell you exactly where. I think it was like through here it was supposed to be that color of yellow, and it's kind of the orangish, but I really can't. I mean, can you tell? You let me know. I cannot tell, so I would rather, that's kind of going to be, if this happens again to me, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep going, use what I have that's close. I don't keep a huge stash of, extra drills. I just downsized by about probably 1,200 square feet, and I don't have room for anything else. So I'm not going to use additional space that I don't have to store drills. Now, what I'll also say is this is the first time this has ever happened to me. I have never run out of any color drill on a Diamond Art Club kit before. I've gotten real close, but I don't think I have ever run out. So there's a first for everything. Not sure what happened here, but moral of the story is it's not that big of a deal. Diamond art still looks good as far as I'm concerned. So that's the review. I thoroughly enjoyed Peggy Collins. I'm going to keep doing her kits. I think I have more in my stash, although I'm not sure about that. I think I do. Oh, I know I do. I have the sailboat one. So looking forward to doing that at some point, probably not real soon. But that's what I have for you today. Sorry for the additional health portion of the diamond painting review today. I am not a doctor. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I did just want to bring up what happened to me and my age in case it helps anybody avoid the painful, that was a painful experience. It wasn't just a rash, it was feeling like someone was stabbing me in the neck with a knife that they had put in a fire beforehand over and over. So I would like to have anybody that I can avoid that pain. All right, that's enough about that. Thanks for checking out the video. Until next time, happy diamond painting, everyone. And I can't pass up on showing you the mountain view from the backyard of this cabin, as well as a really random treehouse that looks like it's completely unstable and unsafe for use. See y'all on Saturday.